following content is an update and technical analysis on Palantir Technologies Incorporated, a company of the technology sector and software infrastructure here off the daily interval. And in my previous video, I had emphasized the notable significance right here off the 50% Fibs retracement resistance level. And I came in a little bit early on those shorts, and the price surged towards that level and was precisely rejected there, hitting the mark to the button. Again, I encourage you to replicate my charts and closely monitor these crucial levels, particularly if you're an active and or day trader. This occurrence brought about a truly remarkable day trading opportunity, which would have netted you a 16.5% crash right off that key inflection point. So again, you could have had some nice clean near term, very close expiration put options there with a very tight leash. And again, that was a massive drop compared to that inflection point. But again, we have now put in some significant developments here on the charts, where I'll zoom into the hourly interval to see what's going on underneath the hood. Just as I continued to state in my previous video, we have confirmed negative and or bearish divergences really amongst all three technical momentum indicators that have continued to construct and establish there, and confirmed crossovers in both the MACD and oscillator. And in my opinion, I believe we have completely put in a sell signal that is a solid hourly candle close below that primary uptrend line here off the 8th of May. Multiple reactionary lows to help strengthen its validation there, and it looks like we started to gain some traction amongst the 382 Fibs 1455 price support there. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we ended up having that counter trend rally, maybe a big counter trend rally, and then a potential drop down to that 1385 price support there, and then down to that 1247. I've added this new key, 1247 price support for a 14.7% drop, down to 1099 price support for a potential 25% crash there. So again, if you're a long-term investor, long-term dollar cost average, these are your key levels to dollar cost average down, and especially if you believe in the company in the ultra long term. Zooming back into the hourly interval, I wanted to take away all the lines here. I wanted to mention we put in a nice clean 3 black crow bearish continuation pattern here, with one of the more well-defined 3 black crow continuation patterns that I've seen in quite some time, and they usually have a very high probability of panning out there. So damage has been incurred here on the hourly interval, and as far as bull traders, dip buyers, they want to defend this key 1385 price support really at all costs there, maybe even potentially at 1247. 1247's got to really hold, in my opinion, to not only aim to take out those negative and burn off those bearish divergences, but again, hold that key level, because once we come to 1099 price support, if we follow through and begin that sell off down to that 1099 price support, I believe it's going to be a 4th and inches moment. As for the bullish case, this is a sell signal. This is a breakdown sell signal in the underlying stock here off the hourly interval. There is nothing that's more bullish than a false breakdown. If bull traders ended up taking the 382 Fibs retracement or the 1385 price support, 1247, and run with it to the upside. If it were to come down to being a false breakout, there's nothing more bullish than a false breakout. And again, I believe that 1385 goes, which would be a false breakout, a momentum fueled overshoot here. Then I believe these technical momentum indicators will be ever more damaged on the hourly interval for a much larger move to the downside. And again, if we even get that bounce here, we could put in a potential 2 right shoulders here, whereas you have your 2 right shoulder, head and shoulder classic looking top here, and that could be the neckline of support down for a much larger drop below.